TWF, Friday Night Smackdown. I am Michael Cole, here with Autolycus, the King of Thieves, and with Wade Barrett. And today on Friday Night Smackdown, we don't know what we're going to see here today. We never really have any, set goal for ourselves, what we're going to see here today on Friday Night Smackdown. Well, that's right. Autolycus said, I don't know what we're going to be doing here today on Friday Night Smackdown, but I do know we have a new world heavyweight fighter, Big E Langston. He won it against Rex yesterday on Impact on Access TV, or Smash and Inside Farseer. Well, that's right, Wade Barrett says. Big E Langston might be the world heavyweight fighter in the TWF, but at the end of the day, I don't know who is going to want to take it from him. So yeah, we're gonna hear from Big E Langston here today, in the TWF. Alright, Big E Langston says, I am the TWF heavyweight, I am the world heavyweight fighter. Now, I know a lot of folks out there, might have the belief that, the TWF only made you world heavyweight fighter because they were frightened of someone scathing them for being kind-hating or whatever they would have scathed them for. And I'm here to tell you that's not true. I'm here to tell you at the end of the day, that's not true. I would have been the TWF heavyweight fighter, and it's not the grounds of it. That's not the grounds to why I was always going to be the world heavyweight fighter. No need, of being scared for being kind-hating or not. So anyway, I just want to say, I beat Rex yesterday. I won the world heavyweight winnings after it was yielded up. After it was unbonded, I should say, from the TWF heavyweight. From the TWF heavyweight winnings. And so, I'm going to make an oath to be a fighting, to be the fighting TWF world heavyweight fighter. And I know a lot of folks say that a lot, but I mean it. Well, sadly, Michael Cole says we got Kenny Omega here, and Kenny Omega is showing up now. Yeah, he's shown up to be a creep now, Michael Cole said. What business could Kenny Omega have here today on Friday Night Smackdown? Michael Cole said, I don't know, Autolycus says. Whatever business he has, it's need be not good business. Yeah, at the end of the day, Wade Barrett said, whatever business he has with Big E Langston, that's Big E Langston's hang-up. So, the way I look at it, Kenny Omega says, you're the world heavyweight fighter. But sadly, you got the AEW heavyweight winnings. Yeah, I know, that's what we call it. That's what offshoot you have, is the world heavyweight winnings. You're offshooting from the AEW one. And when I came to the TWF, I think this would have been in 2020, YL. I was under the goal that I was going to win the World Heavyweight winnings. Well, it didn't quite work out, and then I won the TWF Heavyweight winnings from, you, Biggie Langston. I'm the one who beat you to become the TWF Heavyweight fighter. Well, yeah, and we all know what happened there. Biggie Langston said, you lost it to Brock Lesnar. So, is there a grounds for why you came out today? Did you come out to be a bully or be a creep or a heel? Well, the Jackal said, my man Kenny Omega came out because he wants to wrestle you for the World Heavyweight winnings. Since now it's been unbonded from the TWF Heavyweight winnings. Well, guess what? I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is, yeah, you're going to get beat up. That's the bad news. The good news is that you're going to get your match. The bad news is you're going to get beat up. Now let's get a Fight Lord in the ring, and then I can give you the big ending. Well, here comes the Fight Lord in the ring now, and we have our match. Well, this is for the TWF. This is for the World Heavyweight winnings. First, he is, with his overseer, the Jackal, or Osiris, he is Kenny Omega. And he is the World Heavyweight fighter, Biggie Langston. Biggie ding. Well, Wade Barrett says Kenny Omega is going to win the World Heavyweight winnings here today on Friday Night Smackdown. Well, how do you know that, Autolycus says? How do you know if he's going to win or not? He hasn't really won too many winnings during his time in the TWF, Autolycus says. No, he has not. Kenny Omega comes at him. Biggie Langston got big ending on Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega got the big ending, Michael Cole says. You know, Autolycus said it looks like the former AEW, IW, AAA, NJPW heavyweight fighter is in a bind now, Autolycus says. No, Kenny Omega, you can't let Biggie Langston beat you, Wade Barrett said. This is WWE. This would be watching WWE beat AEW. But then again, Kenny Omega, you can't let that happen. You can't let them down. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, and still the World Heavyweight fighter, Biggie Langston. Biggie Langston is still the World Heavyweight fighter here in the TWF, and Kenny Omega can just go back underneath the rock he came from underneath of, Michael Cole says, because sadly he is not going home today as as the World Heavyweight fighter. Michael Cole said, I can tell you one thing right now, it's not going to be good. Kenny Omega gave his oath, he gave his word. Sadly, he didn't keep it, Wade Barrett said. Yeah, like so many lawmakers and so many other folks in this world, they give you their oath, their word. Sometimes they keep it, sometimes they don't, Autolycus says. Well, Michael Cole said Kenny Omega now can bitch about, can say that he didn't win since he was an AEW Jack's doll, which is bullshit. He didn't win because he wasn't ready for Biggie Langston. Alright, I understand now. Mike Lansky is going to be talking with Kenny Omega and the Jackal. Thank you, Michael Cole. I'm going to be talking with Kenny Omega and the Jackal here today on Friday Night Smackdown. Alright, Kenny Omega, it seems that things didn't quite go the way you wanted them to go. Oh yeah, Mike Lansky, you spent so many years working for the NHL. the World Ice Game team, and saying shit like, cut it back with a hacksaw. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't really give a shit. Alright? You saw what happened out there. Biggie Langston had it out for me since I was an AEW Jax doll. And since he was a WWE Mattel doll, he had it out for me. I could have beat him, and I could have become the World Heavyweight Fighter. Biggie Langston, you were unfair to me, and I want another match with him. So in other words, you want another match with Biggie Langston for the World Heavyweight winnings. That's right. And Jackal, you can't be seen to be too happy with your man. Oh yeah. First off, no, Kenny Omega didn't lose because Biggie Langston outdid something to him he wasn't ready for. But I tell you now, if we have another match or another fight, Kenny Omega will be the World Heavyweight Fighter, Mike Lansky. And then you can say, great balls of fire if you want. Well, anyway, that was my talk with Kenny Omega and his overseer, the Jackal. Back to you, Michael Cole. Thank you, Mike Lansky, for talking with Kenny Omega and the Jackal here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And that's all the time we got here for Friday Night Smackdown. I am Michael Cole for the King of Thieves, Autolycus, the King of Thieves, and Wade Barrett. We hope you like Friday Night Smackdown, and we'll see you tomorrow for Rampage or Ram Through.